Let's take a look at Saturday, Louisiana Downs. Couple best bets for you for May the 27th. So we have an 8-race card on the program for May the 27th for Saturday. Remember they had a 17% low takeout on the win place and show there at Louisiana Downs. Shout out to our friends, John Bagary calling the races, Roxanne doing a great job over there in the paddock and the whole crew at Louisiana. I'm looking at the daily racing form past performances. That's always the PPs that I use. I use DRF for all the research, any help that I need. So if you are someone who uses the form, if you purchase past performances, if you use anything from DRF, it's a really good weekend to stock up because they have a huge sale this weekend, 50% off Memorial Day sale, up to 50% off. So different products, different savings, but past performances, picks, clock reports, digital paper, all those have major discounts. So we'll show you all the specifics on those after we handicap a couple races here. Let's look at the opener on Saturday at Louisiana Downs. So we have a $5,000 open claiming race going a mile and 70 yards on the main track. I thought the 4 was a little bit interesting in here, Joe Boy. So let's look at some of his recent form. So his last few haven't been great, but what can we notice about those races? It didn't seem like he was able to get to the lead and he wasn't able to establish that speed. He's not a consistent horse overall, right? He's 3 for 34, so he's not a win machine. But we saw him in December last year get to the lead, establish the lead, and win going wire to wire at Delta. Like that effort is really competitive in this field. Now, last couple races doesn't get to the lead, but look who's back aboard today. Guerrero. And Guerrero was up for his last 2 victories. Really seems to get a good feel for this horse. So Joe Boy faced 12-5 restricted claimers last out, so it takes a little drop in class. This is an open race. But the key for me is the second start off the little bit of a break. Had a couple months off. May the 15th. Wasn't able to get to the lead. Now, let's look at the rest of this field. Inside to outside. Who is going to be showing early speed in here? One's not really very fast. The 2, Keys Included, is not very fast. The 3, D-Town Baby, is not fast. The 5 does not seem to have a lot of early speed. The 6, I could see this horse sitting a nice trip. And then Meditate is probably the main pace rival. And so for me, what it comes down to, the riders. We know Jose Guerrero is such a good speed rider. So we could have a situation where he's on a horse on the lead, second start off the bench. The best races for this horse have come right here at this mile and 70-ish trip. Joe Boy, number 4, 12-1 on the morning line. See if we can get it started right off the bat at Louisiana. Proven at Louisiana, proven at the trip, proven speed in a race that doesn't have a lot of it. Great speed rider aboard, second start off the short break. That's, for me as a gambler, sometimes I'll hear people say, oh, that jockey trainer combo, got to use them. I need more myself. I can't look down and just use a horse because they have a good jockey and a good trainer. I need 4, 5, 6 reasons why I'm going to go and play a horse with my money at a good price. And then they have to be that price. So, when you look around at a bunch of different racetracks and there's so many races all the time, don't feel like you have to be forced to bet every race all the time. Find the ones that you like. This horse may not fire. Maybe he doesn't show up, but I feel good about the 12-1-ish on this horse. So if I can get, for me, the reason why I isolate a horse like this, I look at Joe Boy in this race, I think he should be like 5-1. So anything over that, I'm going to bet him. If he's 5-1 and above, that to me is the value line for Joe Boy on Saturday at Louisiana. Let's move to race number 6 for my second play. Usually we'll have 2 plays that I find throughout the card. I send them in with a video to the broadcast if you ever play the races at Louisiana Downs. So when they have 8 carded, you'll have the pick 5 that will start in race 4. 15% takeout. And then you'll have a late pick 4 that starts in the 5th race, low 15% takeout. The 6th race will be my play. I'm going to go to the number 5 in here, Rocket Doctor. Sort of the opposite of what we were looking at in race 1, where Joe Boy looks like he may have a major pace advantage on the field. I like the fact that Rocket Doctor has proven that he can pass horses in here. Let's look through this field. You have the one Skippa who draws the rail after showing speed last time out. I think they'll want to have him forwardly placed. The 2 Aztec Gem is very, very fast. The 3 Swift Custom, he's going to want to try to keep the 2 as close as possible. And with Carlos Lozada aboard, he's so good at getting horses out of the gate and getting them forwardly placed. You have a first-time starter in Poppy T. You have Sparkin. It's very quick. This one will want to be forwardly placed. Another first-time starter, so you don't know the running style really of the 7. And then you have the 8, who has shown speed and legitimate sprint speed. So we could have the 8, the 6, 2, 3, 1, all possibly showing speed, and then the first-time starters. Now, Rocket Doctor was forwardly placed last time out, but they weren't flying in that race at all. It's not as if he was going very quick when he was close to the lead. The race I really liked was the one on August the 13th, when he sat, he moved, he finished second that day, and he beat a horse who came back to win their next start. And we can take a look at the barn and how well they do with horses off of a long layoff, because that's a concern here, right? Rocket Doctor has not raced since September of 2022, September 13th at Louisiana. But we can see that this is a barn that's done pretty well with this type of layoff. So in a plus 180-day layoff, they've won 10% of their runners, 11 out of 110. Certainly able to pop at a price. We can see just earlier this year, Honor Given won off a 244-day layoff at almost 5-1. And then we had Doughboy at almost 3-1 win off a 189-day layoff. So a barn that's capable of getting horses ready to rock off the long layoff. The race looks like it should set up well for Rocket Doctor because he can pass horses, but I don't know if it isn't have no speed, right? Enough to maybe just stay within striking range. Those 2 back-to-back efforts were good. Is he ready to rock? Has he shown some improvement now from 2 to 3? I like the 5 Rocket Doctor, who is 6-1 on the morning line there at Louisiana Downs. So a couple plays for you this weekend at Louisiana Downs for the 27th. Let's take a look at the daily racing form sale that we're going to have coming up all weekend long. It's the Memorial Day sale, and here are all the specifics for that. You can get 20% off of the classic or formulator cards if you're someone who uses the Clocker reports. 20% off a 40-card Clocker report. You can get the DRF picks monthly up to 50% off, and the digital paper. If you're someone who likes that form, the way that they set it up with the articles and then the races, they will email that to you each and every month, that digital paper. So take advantage of this sale this weekend, all the way through Monday, up to 50% off past performances, picks, Clocker reports, digital paper. Good luck at Louisiana Downs.